wanna shake your booties for black girl nerves.
Well, hello there, Kara's iPad, aka Larry the Cable Guy.
I don't know why it always says Kara's iPad. It's my iPad.
See, that has to be your secret name now. Whenever you check in somewhere in anonymity, just it's Kara. Your name is Kara's iPad.
I'll go with that.
Thank you so much for your time. Bravo to you, sir. You really, I didn't know it was you. I love the trickery with the accent. That was very, very, very smart. So I'm sorry to see you eliminated, but I want to talk about this accent. Did it come to you in that moment, or did you always know you were going to do that eventually?
I said to myself, anytime I get on a TV show, I'm going to talk like I'm a Pirates of the Caribbean. No one will ever get it's me. You know what? I love talking like that. I dabble with that all the time. My little girl, she's 13, but we always dabble in it. We'll talk back and forth. You know, they were fans of Pirates of the Caribbean. And ever since she was little, she talked like that. And ever since I was little, I worked with all different accents. And I always thought that accent was fun. So I figured, you know, my voice is pretty recognizable from Mater and the Cars and all that. So what can I do if I talk normal, even without my accent? I still have a certain tone. So I said, well, I'll completely throw them off. And I've been working on this British accent my entire life. It's about time to put it to the test, put it on tape on a TV show. So that's why I did it. I figured it would help throw off the scent.
You know what? That is really brilliant. You probably have single-handedly changed the whole trajectory of the show going forward. It makes me think of when Survivor was new and Richard Hatch was like, so who were you going to vote for? And that created the whole alliance things and those types of shows. So now people are they better shout you out and say, Larry the Cable Guy kicked it off.
Absolutely. I'm a groundbreaker. This show will be on an extra 15 years because of the groundbreaking things I've done. They should remember this.
This was awesome. This was a lot of fun. Great song choices, very unpredictable. I mean, just wholly all around a brilliant, brilliant strategy. But it was the opera Flintstones for me, because I do that thing too of singing songs that aren't meant to be operatic. I do the same thing walking around.
Yeah.
So why the Flintstones? Why was that the one for you?
Absolutely. Well, you kind of said it right there. You know, I'm up against some really good singers. You know, when I'm getting my suit on and stuff, I can hear them in rehearsal and on stage. They're good singers. I figured a regular song to start off with, Barry White, will kind of throw in a different direction, make it unique enough to where people go, man, you know, the British accent, the baby costume, now he whips out of Barry White. We got to keep him on to see what next week is. So that was enough to kind of entice you. But, you know, I've kind of figured the second week, you got a lot of really good singers that have made the cut and two cuts or whatever. So it's just like you said, how many times have you walked around and you take a song and you sing operatic to it? Something, just the goofy song, a TV theme song. I did the same thing when I'm doing stand-up back in the day. I had a bit where this is what would happen if Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote TV commercials. And I did an Oscar Mayer Wiener song, operatic. But there's not any one of us in this country that hasn't walked around doing the ships upon on the shore of this uncharted desert island, you know, and you just theatrical it up. So that's what I did. I said, well, it's a baby, perfect, of Flintstones. Babies like cartoons. Let's make it interesting, something completely different, something fun where people go, what is going on? And that's exactly what happened. So that's why I picked it. You know, I just thought it was kind of cool.
I loved it. Very, very brilliant. I imagine that it is really hot inside those costumes because all of the contestants, you're wearing something really elaborate to contain yourself. But as a person who in this part of their career has been doing a lot of voiceover work, was it like being in a little booth, like a little mobile miniature booth for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was super hot in there and I couldn't move around very much. Everybody else was able to move and do some choreography. I couldn't do anything. I could barely see in that thing. And it was super hot. The good thing about it was it got me out of choreography sessions. I didn't have to come in early and go dance for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Other than that, other than just being hot, not being able to move, it wasn't heavy or anything like that. But it did get me out of some choreography. That was the good part about it. Did that answer your question, or did I completely not even answer?
No, that was perfect. Do you think you'd ever do one of your comedy shows? If you should go on the road, could do it in a big costume, like maybe do a Halloween show?
You know what? No, but it's really funny. A long time ago, at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, Missouri, in the early 90s, they just got done having some parade, and my buddy Marty that ran the club dared me, said he'd pay me an extra $100 if I went and did my show in the paper mache Mickey Mouse head. And I did do that. I put on this huge Mickey Mouse head, and I went on stage and did 45 minutes with a Mickey Mouse head on. And I'll never forget my first joke. I looked at a guy in the front and I said, "Look, I have a watch that has your face on it." I still remember that. That's the only other time I've done that.
See, those are the good old days, the good days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, $100. Woo, big ball. You could get like 2.5 gallons of gas in Los Angeles for that right now. $100.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? $100 back in 1991, pretty good deal.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. So I read that if you were going to continue, that you were going to sing Vehicle by March of Eyes. Do you want to give me a little hot 16 of it?
Well, I'm afraid of a stranger in the black sedan. I want you to hop inside my car. I got picture, got candy. I'm a lovable man. I can take you to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'm your vehicle, woman. And by that, I'm sure you know that I love you, I need you, I want you, got to have your child. Great God in heaven, I love you.
Come on, Larry.
That's not too bad, right?
Performance.
That would have been an awesome tune, because I've loved that song ever since I was a kid. And that's actually on my, I have a show on Sirius Radio, Sirius 97, and that is my opening song for my show.
That is amazing. Well, I am so sad our time has come to an end. You are awesome. I loved you on it. I love a little strategy, a little games play in the midst of the games play.
That's right.
You have changed the watch. See, next season, everyone's going to be hiding their voices, and they better thank you for it.
That's right. That's right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what it was all about. Entertainment and getting people to talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. And I can't wait to hear you in Cars 4, because that's my stuff right there.
Hey, awesome. When that happens, you let me know.
I will. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, sir.
All right. See you later. Thank you.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.